Hello everybody, hope that you are good. Bitcoin is good. Bitcoin is at 47,400 right now. We almost got to our 50% week target at 48,000. And yes, I think it's gonna get there because there is no reason for Bitcoin to top up here right before reaching there. Okay, so I think it has a bit of fuel left. Not gonna lie, I think it's gonna go at least to the 50% of the week at 48,000 with the possibility to reach 100% of the week at 49,000. So we're gonna talk about this idea during this video, and also of course my high time frame view, because so far it's playing out. And I just made a post on Twitter, and some people agreed, some people disagree. So I'm not here for you to agree or disagree. I'm only telling you my opinion, what it can happen. And the moment, maybe I'm wrong, but the moment that you say it's impossible, then I know you're wrong, because in crypto everything is possible. Okay, so thank you so much for watching the videos this week. I'm really enjoying making the videos because it's a very good way for me to express what is in my mind, better than with text. It works better for me, I think. So thank you for watching the videos. In yesterday's video, we were talking about the idea that Bitcoin was working its way towards this liquidity pool that, by the way, now has been fully retraced. So I'm going to remove it from my chart. You can see that it got fully retraced. And we were also talking, of course, about the week, that it could get there, and also a little warning that this scenario could have been validated only if we saw the daily candle, this daily candlestick here from yesterday, closing back below the range size. We were saying that this was unlikely to happen because so far we were testing the range size as support in the 4 hours time frame. You can see here. Let's go there. You can see here perfectly how we were testing as support. But it was good to keep an eye on this, because if that happened, then that would basically tell you that this pattern was a fake out and we want to go to the range lows. By the way, we would form a long position all the way to the wick, because that wick needs to get filled. The candlestick closed above the range size, perfect, and to me that was the moment that I said, okay, you know what, I missed this move here because I was waiting for a new retest of the 8 hours 50 MA. Didn't get quite there. That was a bit of a fail for me. So I missed these candles here. But yesterday, as soon as we close the daily candlestick above the range size, that's when I open a quick long position. Yeah, I'm targeting the 50% of the week. The 50% of the week, I'm gonna take profits, 80% of my position, and then the other 20% is gonna go to the 100% of the week. And of course, I'm trailing my stops. Okay, right now it's around here 45,600, I think it is. So it's basically around here. All right. So let's see how that plays out. So far, good, but it could have been a lot better. Not gonna lie, it was a bit of a fail. I didn't catch the entry. But anyway. Now, how do I know if Bitcoin is gonna get to the 100% of the week or not? What's the thing with the week? Well, I'm gonna give a brief explanation, because of course all the explanation is in the course. But basically, when weeks are imbalanced, they create imbalances in several ways, in open interest gaps, orders that haven't been triggered because it's a fast move. Okay, so wicks needs to get filled because that's where the liquidity is, and the market makes the money. The exchanges and the market maker makes the money from commissions. Okay, so if a wick or a liquidity pool is an imbalance that gathers liquidity, then it's convenient for the market to go there. Okay, so this wick should get filled. Now, if it gets to the 50% of the week, I've noticed that sometimes you can see rejections at the 50% of the week, okay? And that would mean that the week is fully filled. It doesn't need to go to the 100%. Just as so far, as long as it goes at least to the 50% of the week, then it's filled. Now, at the 50% of the week, we have to be careful because we might see a rejection. That's why I'm taking most of my profits there. However, if we start to see some consolidation, I would say, yeah, some kind of sideways around the 50% of the week without a reaction, without a rejection to the downside, then that is telling you the price is going to go towards the 100%. Okay, and if you notice, that's a $1,000 move, which means that, if you are going to take profits now, or you haven't caught this move, you still have the opportunity. Okay, just watch. If Bitcoin goes to the 50% of the week and doesn't drop and stays there for a few hours, that is going to tell you, okay, there is a massive chance Bitcoin does another $1,000 move up towards the 100% of the wick. So keep an eye on that move, okay? Because that's a very good scalp, and basically it can be very beneficial for traders to take that trade, in my opinion. And that's a trade I'm gonna take, even if I TP most of my position at the 50% of the week. If I start to see that behavior of consolidation of the 50% of the week, then I'll open a new long. I'll add to my long and have another big TP at the 100% of the week. So that's a setup that I'm keeping an eye on, even if the move is very extended and it's dangerous to long these moves. Of course, also it's dangerous to short them. We're going to have low capital to see what happened. But I know that I usually don't long when I see so many green candles, but I can tell you that this is a move that I've been watching for quite a long time, and I'm quite confident longing this myself if I see consolidation of the 50% of the week, okay? So that's one trading setup that you can keep an eye on for the next few days, or even today, if we get there. Boom. In terms of already positioned longs, then it's not financial advice, of course, but myself, 50% of the week and the 100% of the week are my take profits. I want to take you to high block capital, guys, because I want to show you something that I found very interesting this morning and gave me an idea that price was going to continue moving higher. But if you guys remember, we've been talking about this liquidity between 43,650 and 44,600. We've been talking about this liquidity for the last few days, with the idea that this liquidity was gonna be taken. Okay. Now you can see how the liquidity, those liquidations were hit. And yesterday you could see a bit of liquidity around 47,000, but not much, okay? But it was starting to form some liquidity up there. And then the market maker decided to push price higher. And you can see how the liquidations in the area 47,000 become bigger. You can see those green bars turn into yellow bars because the liquidity increases there, okay? The question is why? And it's basically because as price goes up, and it's been quite overextended, then the retail trader thinks, oh, look at this RSI indicator, it says that it's overbought, I'm gonna short. Or look at this, I don't know, MACD, or some kind of indicator, especially RSI. RSI gets a lot of people wrecked, so I don't recommend RSIs. When it tells you it's overbought, that's when usually you see there's a spike up, or when it tells you it's oversold, that's usually when you see price really going down. So be careful with that indicator, because I have a feeling that that's what happened here. Okay, at 47,000, that's what retail trader was starting to do short around here. The liquidations increased, and you can see how the market maker didn't think twice. It just took that liquidity. Okay, so now if you go again into the 7 days time frame, let me update this. I don't see much liquidity to the upside. Starting to form maybe at 51,000, but it's a very long way still. Okay, it's another pretty much 10% move up, so not really close, not really interesting. So at the moment, at least. Now in the 1 month time frame, we don't see much. We can see that there was some liquidations here at 47,000 too. They will take it, and nothing else. Okay, so in the liquidation levels, this chart is going to give us a better idea. Now I have to change the settings in here. Okay, take these settings with a pinch of salt. The numbers I mean, because they are not real, so take them as a reference only. Right now it says that there are $23 billion worth of long liquidations. Okay, the market is heavily positioned into longs. Nobody wants to short right now, because the guys that have short, they got liquidated. Okay, that's what the liquidation heat map says. So there are not many traders going short right now. You can see here that really only 1 out of 8 traders are going short. So the market is at the moment quite biased. Okay, now that's to me, this is a sign of concern. It should over the weekend we're gonna probably see some consolidation, and that's gonna make this delta cooling off. Okay, and it's going to get a bit more neutral. But at the moment it's at $23 billion. That's a lot. I want to see how this number is on Monday, because usually between 20 and 30 billions, that's when we see reversals, okay? If today was Tuesday and not Friday, and the weekend was not in front of us, if it was Tuesday, I would tell you it's time to look for shorts right now, okay? Because there is going to be a reversal at any time. But with the weekend in front of us, that I know is going to be some consolidation, the delta is going to cool off. Then let's pick this up on Monday, okay? Now, these spikes at the right, what do they mean? They are basically liquidation points. You can see, of course, more spikes to the downside because there are many longs open at the moment, okay? But you can also see some a couple of spikes to the upside, okay? And if momentum is not shifting so far at the moment, then why not? Why are they not gonna take this liquidity? So we have one spike at 48,080. That is basically the 50% of the week. And the other one is exactly at 49,029 at the 100% of the week. That's our two levels, guys. So keep an eye on these levels, because if we get here to these levels today, I think there is a big chance that that's going to be the local top. Okay, fill the week unless if it leaves a new imbalance to the upside. But if it fills the week, then we could look next week to take some shorts. All right, so that's what I will tell you. I wouldn't short at the moment because I think the week needs to get filled first. If it drops from here and that's the local top, I'll be extremely surprised. I think it's highly unlikely. I think it makes more sense to first fill that week at least partially, the 50%, perhaps the 100%, or even sweep the highs. So 48, 49k first. Then we're going to see how the chart is looking, how the liquidations are looking. Okay, if there is acceptance about 49k, then yes, we can continue going higher. But if that's not the case, then that is going to be our reversal level. Okay, so we're going to talk more about this on Monday. I'm not going to post any videos over the weekend. The daily videos are Monday to Friday. But over the weekend, I'm also going to be looking at altcoins to long. So I would recommend you to join the Telegram channel. It's free. That's where I usually post my altcoin charts. Okay, so yeah, maybe we'll eat some popcorns. And the guys in the Telegram channel understand that reference of popcorns and altcoins. But yeah, maybe this weekend we can eat some popcorns, because Bitcoin is going up. It needs to consolidate. And once it consolidates over the weekend, then that's when altcoins can continue going up, okay? Because the Bitcoin dominance has also been going up today. And that's why altcoins are not pumping as much as Bitcoin. But yes, if Bitcoin consolidates over the weekend, that is when altcoins can start to see upside, okay? So keep an eye on the Telegram channel this weekend. And now I'm going to talk about the high time frame view. Now, if you go to the daily time frame, okay, I'm going to show you my high time frame view. This is my high time frame view, okay? And back in the time, it seems to be crazy because when we were at the range lows of 40,000, 41,000, that's when this screenshot is from, and I posted this high time frame view, it seemed to be crazy because I was basically calling for a 15% move up, okay, and then for a 23% move down. So far that 15% move up, it's pretty much completed, because if you notice here, what I was basically saying here is that the boriness scenario of this consolidation was still gonna take some more time, and first, before dropping down, that maybe that's not the case, but in my opinion, this is a range, and we might break down from the range, okay, that's to me the most likely, we'll see what happens. But first I was saying a move up, and if you notice here, that is basically the 50% of the week, okay, and you can see that that's already happened. Then what I'm expecting is some consolidation, again, possibly lower highs, fall back into inside the range, and then hang on, I've made a mess here, and then just drop towards this potential support here at 36k. All right, so kind of like this could take another month, but of course it has an invalidation and its acceptance above the 100% of the week, 49k. So if we start to see something like this, okay, price continue pushing above the 100% of the week and consolidating here. That is basically telling me, you know what, perhaps they are actually preparing for a move higher. And now if you go into the weekly time frame and we go to the left, to be honest, I don't see much resistance at 50,000, okay? That means that it's quite likely that it goes straight away to 60k, okay? So if you get into the 50,000 zone, I don't see much resistance in this zone here, okay? So hang on, here. Really, the only really resistance, maybe, it could be this level, 52,000, okay? But notice that between 52,000 and 60,000 in this area here, there is really not much resistance, okay? So you can also go into the daily time frame, you're gonna see the same. So that means that, you know, if Bitcoin goes above 49k, the next target is 52k, and if we get back above this level, then 60k is around the corner, right? So those are my targets to the upside. But I would lie if I told you that that's the scenario that I'm thinking is gonna happen next, okay? Because I do think that it's more likely that we have some kind of correction towards this level here, okay? That's what I'm anticipating after we fill 100% of the week. Then, of course, it's a game of possibilities, and I think this is more possible, but I'm not married to this idea, so I'm just watching the chart, guys. If this starts to do this behavior, I'm making higher lows, then, you know, I'll tell you, perhaps my high time frame view is correct. We go to the range lows, a little retest, and a drop, okay? And this would be the moment that I would take a swing short. All right, now you're gonna ask me, can I short at the 50% of the week? I mean, you can, but you have to be very careful because look at the momentum, okay? The momentum is not showing any weakness. The momentum is still going, it's not shifting. All right, so you have to be very careful. Yes, it's possible that we go to the 50% of the week, we see the rejection, okay? But if you enter at the 50% of the week, enter with a very small size. Then you can add some size at the 100% of the week, and your average entry will be around this level here, and your invalidation is clear. Just watch the chart. If we break above 49k, okay, no, I'm not saying a sweep of the lows like this, because that would be bearish, okay? If we do something like this, that still counts as filling the 100% of the week and dropping. So no, I don't mean a sweep of the lows. I mean seeing candlesticks closing above 49k. If that happens, then you get out, okay? Because price is more likely to continue going up. All right, but yeah, this is the only short idea that I see in this area, okay? A small short of the 50% of the week in case it goes to the 50% and drops, so you don't miss that move, and more size at the 100% of the week to average your entry, okay? Now, if there is some acceptance above 49k, then you have to get out because the price is likely to continue pushing higher. It's as simple as that. All right, low risk. Just you have to keep the risk management as a priority always. So I don't want anybody to go to the 50% of the week shorting with times 50 leverage and big size. That doesn't make any sense. That's gambling. Okay, that's safer. Small size, bigger size. Keep an eye for the invalidation, okay? And then if your entry is around here, you are not losing much, okay? You're closing here, so be careful with that. And obviously, don't set a stop loss right above the wick. Don't set it here, okay? Because then I can tell you can do a sweep of the highs and then drop, and you don't want that to happen to you. So better if you can watch the chart and see if there is acceptance above the 49k level. That's what I would recommend you to do. Again, not financial advice, but that's what I'm keeping an eye on, okay? So that's everything that I want to say. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you soon.